So we've got some new features to play with. This guy gets it. The first thing we need to do is give these poor souls a world to fight over. And I think we're gonna do just that. Last time we had a North America thing going on, let's do the entire world. Because I'm thinking the bigger the world, the bigger the suffering. This is Spain, by the way. I'm gonna start in what I think is the center of the world and build outwards. Just an FYI, these countries aren't gonna be to scale. And if I've somehow left your country off the map, don't panic, I'm probably actually doing you a favor. Unless you're actually okay with your country looking like this. Honestly, it's better than I thought it would turn out, and I'm missing part of most of the everything. Commissions are now open. For $10,000, I'll draw you whatever you want. Now we've just got to add some dirt and resources for everyone to actually fight over. The insides of countries are all just made of dirt, right? It's only now that I remembered we need some sand. I need to surround every bit of this land with a bit of sand. Now I haven't been to the edge of everything ever, but I assume everything is just surrounded by beaches of sand. I guess that means Japan is now connected to the rest of the world via sand. I clearly didn't think this through. But if I wanted it to be a perfect world, I wouldn't have created it. Today's disaster brought to you by AFK Arena, so a big thank you to them for supporting my channel. If you also want to support my channel, you can do so by downloading AFK Arena, link down below. And this is the best RPG for a busy you. Unlike the traditional RPG, AFK Arena is a rewarding, non-grindy RPG not requiring an enormous time investment, although if you're like me, you can sink a lot of time into this one. It's super easy to get into and can be played both casually without too much effort, but also has strategic depth. Personally, I like to throw a few of the weaker heroes up front, that way they can absorb some of the damage where the important guys in the back. It really is great how in this one you can make a lot of progress and you don't have to grind it all out like I normally would. Play it a little bit, have some fun, then sit and wait. You will accumulate experience and rewards while you're not doing anything. 10 hours later when you go to bed, grab all that experience, level up your heroes, smash. And for some alternative choice, AFK's new hero Zafrael and Lucretia are now free. And you'll want to take advantage of that as they are Celestial and Hypogean elite heroes. Plus you'll become a collector. Collect different cool looking hero cards, assemble your lineup, choose your favorite heroes, invest in them, and upgrade them. I would personally recommend the rarer heroes because they are stronger. But you have to find them first. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Just gotta add some rain. And the rain is gonna make grass and trees grow. Idiots love grass and trees. And look how many trees we have. We're gonna have so many idiots. Now for every major landmass, I'm gonna add just enough materials for them to build a bustling empire. If they want more materials, they're gonna have to go destroy the neighbors to get it. This, in theory, should have them all fighting for one continent. And then when they don't have enough on that continent, they're gonna need to go to someone else's to get more. Just like that, resources and sheep have been added. Now I just need to place the races. And I don't mean to excite anyone, but we now have a spite option. I can force kingdoms to start a war, so if they're not being mean enough to each other, I'm gonna make them be mean. I think the fairest way to distribute everyone amongst this world is drop 100 of every race right about here. Then it's a free-for-all. They can go start their kingdoms wherever they want, no one has an advantage. They're all placed. I went with 50 of every race because I can't count to 100. But this is the last peaceful look at the world before we're gonna destroy it. Now let's carefully watch and see which direction they all go from here. They're all going in all directions, so that's perfect. They're going to distribute themselves very nicely. I was kind of hoping they couldn't swim. That looks majestic. I think the majority of them, for some reason, are going to Florida right away. Oh, and they're already killing each other. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Survival of the fittest. The strongest get to start their empire. The weakest get to die on the beach. But also, maybe I should have spread them out more, because I'm pretty sure I've already lost about 40% of my entire world population. These guys might not even be able to swim. But at least now I've got AFK Arena to keep myself occupied while these guys are kind of managing themselves. Good news, I created an entire world and so far they've established 2 villages. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure they will get bigger. The giant free-for-all has come down to 2 idiots. Make that 3. Make that 2. To be fair, I gave them the entire world to spread themselves out and they wanted to clump up and murder each other. I'm okay with that, but we're gonna need more people. I don't know why there's wolves. There shouldn't be wolves. 3 separate empires have sprouted out, all kind of in the center of the earth. Unfortunately, they're all dwarves. The other races must have died out on the beaches, so we're maybe going to place just a few of the other guys to give it a fair chance. Nope, but wait, we did have some escapees. We have some elves down here in Australia. And more dwarves up here. Alright, we need at least a little bit of human and orc. 5 orcs. Ish are going there, and 5 humans up in this corner. The only reason I do care about having multiple races is because they like to fight. If they're all the same race, they're not going to want to fight. And it looks like our elves couldn't cut it in Australia, so I'm going to plant just a few of them here because I kind of claimed that anyway. Damn it, I think these wolves, whatever they are, ate my humans. I'm going to have to plant a few more. I need them to get their empires established. Idiots, try and get it right this time. and the wolves just devoured them all. I don't even know where the wolves came from. I didn't put them in this world. But already we've got a pretty good spread. There's people kind of top to bottom all over the place, but still lots of areas they can conquer. Unless you're the humans. The humans just aren't cut out for this world. Now that it looks like every race has a decent foothold somewhere in the world, we're gonna speed up time. Eventually, some empires should grow to be the dominant ones. Once they do, we'll make them fight with the other dominant ones. So far, these middle guys are thriving, but they are the oldest civilization. The other guys are making progress. No one has yet pushed into the wolves and defeated them. The civilizations are strong enough now to defeat some of the wolves, it seems. I've watched a few come in here and die, but this one's doing some damage. We're at 14 people and counting. Hopefully they're able to defeat it before it gets them all, because that's not going to be good for the human population. But I can't control the wolves, I'm just one person. Wow, that's honestly pretty annoying because those humans worked really hard for that. Now they're going to have to start fresh again. I'm going to give the humans one more chance. They're going to South America where it's a wolf-free environment. They have everything they need to thrive. If they can't do it now, they're not going to do it at all. 10 of them. And I'm just saying they're probably going to be the first ones to hit a natural disaster. So far, the biggest of the villages have just broken 50 people. These are all of the same empire, given the same color, but this town alone, the capital, 54 people, and they've already mined all the trees. When we actually take a look at the size of these empires, they've already occupied quite a bit of the available land space. This is good though. Once they start infringing on each other's space, they're going to start fighting. These guys are probably going to have to deal with the wolves, but they are the biggest empire. Good work, guys. Good work. They have bows and arrows now. This is going to make for interesting fights. Did they repel the invaders? It looks like they might have. Nope, the humans might be done for once again. And I gave them every opportunity. If the humans can't survive here, that's that. Those poor souls slipped by with 4 people. 4. Compared to neighboring empires of 72, these guys are over 100 already. And they're kind of cornered down there. They kind of have South America, but they can't really branch out anywhere. They'd have to go through these empires, and yellow just obliterated these guys pretty quickly. They're even killing the swimmers now. That's beautiful. No mercy for anyone. These guys are going to kill everything. Yep, they're on the islands now. They're going to be a little bit vulnerable while they swim, because the archers can hit them while they're swimming. But as soon as they're on the island, they're going to run through absolutely everyone. These guys might be leveled up a little bit, so they might be able to resist. But so far, it's not looking overly good for green. I didn't expect this much fighting early on. I'm very proud of my idiots. And they're still fighting. They just keep sending more and more people. This is great. I've seen it before where they give up right away. They're committed. They survived with 50 people. They lost their islands. Yellow expanded. I think it's probably going to come down to yellow and blue, because blue is aggressive. They actually destroyed the humans while I wasn't looking. But that's what you get for being humans in my world. I'm surprised these guys are playing so nice. Their empires are literally touching each other. They haven't attacked yet. And just like that, blues expanded their empire all the way down to the bottom of the earth, where humans used to be. But look at red up top. They're expanding into the northern area. They actually might be able to rival yellow if they get this space. Oh, they took over that whole thing too. They're going for it. This is very contested. It keeps going back and forth between yellow and red. I guess whoever has more people on it own that territory. But I feel like the numbers are going to drop pretty quick because they're going all out to fight for this. These guys don't even want any of it. They're out of here. They're going back to the homeland. There's no cowards in my world. Actually, I maybe should have waited to do that. Red's got it pretty rough from yellow right now. I think yellow is just sending everything against the reds. They must have pissed them off, so now they're just going for it. Wow, yellow just steamrolled them. I thought red was going to be a superpower. 10 seconds later, they're completely obliterated. Purple, I've got bad news for you. You're probably not going to survive long with an empire of 3 people. Next is some very angry yellow empire. Yeah, that's about what I expected. They were obliterated before I can even zoom in on them. Yellow is really not messing around this game. We're already down to only 4 different nations. But anything can happen. Like, say you click on something like that and it turns into a rival nation. Now you gotta fight everyone else around you. Which is pretty much just going to be yellow destroying you, but that's kind of what I want. Wow, look at these blue guys getting brave. They're trying to fight back against yellow, and they're kind of getting away with it so far. But I don't think that's going to be a long-lived dream. I think we've got blue and yellow clashing already. We've got someone trying to fight blue. Blue are the only ones that can conceivably fight off yellow, but if yellow throws all of their forces over, it's not going to go well. I think they came down from Greenland, and we'd expect nothing less of Greenland. Blue did manage to repel them, and I think blue is actually up here trying to take over some more of yellow. And I'm all for that, but that's a very big force to deal with. So, yeah. I don't really know who's who in this mix, but there's a lot of people dying, so I'm okay with it. Wow, yeah, look at yellow go. They've destroyed everyone down here. Blue slipped around over here somehow, but yellow's running away with this game pretty quickly. But I was also thinking, since the 2 superpowers are kind of east and west, we put a volcano right in between the 2. And maybe also when it spits acid and then whatever the blue one does too. Oh, that didn't work. We'll put one of those down here. That should be a bit of a deterrent from people swimming across the ocean. It sounds weird that I have to deter people from swimming across the ocean, but I do. But I also won't stop them from swimming into the volcano like this guy. If he wants to do that, I'm okay with it. I'm all about human sacrifices. I would prefer to take some of the smarter ones, but obviously the smarter ones aren't going to swim into a volcano. But after my little volcano incident, I zoom out and the whole world is yellow. They already won. And when you take away the village borders, you really see how much they have colonized. They basically spread to every corner of the world except up here. Look how dense it is population-wise. Well, their reward for dominating the entire world is turning each one of their areas into its own separate kingdom. There we go. Their capital still has 172 people, so this is perfectly fair. Just beware the volcano, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely more of a world war at this point. Everyone is fighting everyone. The numbers are going up, the numbers are going down. I have no idea what's going to happen next. But definitely potentially a few tornadoes, because those are naturally occurring things. Oh, it's just teasing South Africa now. Oh, here we go. This one seems to like Northern Europe. It's diving right in. It doesn't care who it gets in the way of. Not even doing as much damage as I thought. Australia, I should have known. You guys love twisters. That thing's really got a vendetta against the Aussies. It moved all the way there and won't leave the island. Interestingly, my 100 nations are now starting to form into more super nations again. We're gonna have another battle of superpowers eventually. But the best part is they pretty much used up all their resources already, so they're really struggling to get a hold of the last few remaining ones. Basically, they have to take other people's land, because there's a few trees here and there they can use. Just to be a nice guy, I'm going to give him some more trees wherever I can. I was picturing not dropping trees onto everyone. I forgot that was the dirt thing. To be fair, I don't really remember who was there anyway, so they clearly weren't important. We'll get some more trees sprouting up anyway, so that's still a win in my books. I'm sorry, world, for destroying half your population. Here's some seeds, here's some rain, enjoy my goodness. I wanted to see what the living trees do, and apparently they just want to kill everything alive, and I'm okay with that.
Enjoy my goodness.
If I had realized that though, I might have placed them a little more strategically, because I just put down a lot of murder trees. But if I don't teach my people to deal with adversity, am I teaching them at all? Alright, to make up for that, here's a fairy or two. Fairies are going to heal every creature around them. That's hopefully going to heal the people the trees are currently crushing. And then to help them deal with the trees, I'm going to put a dragon in, because dragons are fiery and trees don't like fire. But also the dragon is flying away from the trees very quickly. The fire is kind of in the right location to burn the trees, so whatever. They can actually fight back against the dragons now because they have their bows and arrows. They can hurt that thing. The dragon's probably going to do more damage to them, but that's up to them. They actually did a pretty good job taking care of the tree problem. But I've also been pretty nice to North America so far, so let's hit them with a zombie plague. If I put one, say, here... did the zombie turn into other zombies? We might need 2 to start with. Once the plague starts, it's going to be like a flood. How many zombies is it going to take to end the world? 6? The zombies almost got away with that. Oh, look at the dragon keeping busy. Alright, South America, it's test time. Can you deal with a zombie plague? I probably put too many zombies in. Nope, they seem to be fending them off. Good job, South America. All things considered, after everything I've done to this world, it's still in pretty good shape. I mean, most of Central Asia is kind of burning. But other than that, people are thriving. A little bit of a forest fire going on. They'll figure that out eventually. By the time I got done playing with my zombies, the whole world turned into blue basically. There's 2 green spots now. We need worms. Worms think they're going to make a mess of the world. Everyone loves worms. They're probably actually going to help put out the fire because I don't think the fire can go through the rock they're creating. Yep, that's going to be real hard on the environment. What do you think crabzilla is? Crabzilla sounds like fun. Ooh, oh, I get to play as this. Don't worry guys, I created you. I'm allowed to do this if I want to. I was absolutely thinking when I started this adventure that I wanted to be a crab that fires laser beams. But I'm just kind of rebalancing the world. I mean, you guys took it over so quickly that I've got to kind of help the underdog. Hey Alaska, how are you today? The crab even destroys the volcanoes. He's too overpowered. Nothing can stop him now. Well, then he blows up with a mighty boom. Alright, now that we've crabbed the world, blue is still thriving. The damage really didn't seem so bad until I took away the empires. And now you can see that I've probably destroyed 40% of the entire Earth as a crab. Do we see what some of the bombs do these days? Let's drop a little bomb on South America. Pretty good. Not a ton of damage, but enough to kind of kill a lot of people. Moving up the list, let's drop this one in Australia. That has a bit of a different effect, kind of like a black hole. Not super showy, but I'm pretty sure it just killed a lot of people pretty much instantly. How about this one on Madagascar, which is uninhabited? Nice. Who do we want to have the atomic bomb? How about Canada? They've earned it. That's a big boom, and that actually killed lots of Canada. And finally, this our bomber can go to what is roughly Russia-ish. That's a nice bomb. And actually that did a pretty nice job taking care of what would be Russia. Meteorite? Does a meteorite do lots of damage? Nope, the bomb was bigger. Again, also Thanos snapped the world to take care of half the creatures. But that's just too quick and easy sometimes. You want to make them suffer a bit first. We can change the temperature on a region. Let's simulate global warming. This is what will happen in Greenland if it gets hotter. This is basically like a NASA model of what will happen, so take it very seriously. Okay, nothing's happening in a hurry and I'm impatient. This is a ×5 speed. I need more heat. Well, they're at least fighting over something, but I found a quicker way to make it hot. We can just kind of rain fire on everyone. Global warming causes fire rain. Well, I think we taught these people a valuable lesson today. And that lesson is, don't be in a world that I create. I'm just happy they fought each other so quickly. That's so weird. There's no survivors.